Hi, I'm Dee Dee and this is the Spicy Shelf, and today we're going to see what's in the box and I'm going to help you put it together. Alright, it looks like it comes with instructions, but this is so easy, who needs those? We've got legs to make it taller, we've got short legs to make it smaller, we've got pieces to make it bigger or smaller. It's got runners to make it sturdy and 2 spicy shells. Everything you see here is what you get in the Spicy Shelf box. Over on this side, this is how it comes pre-assembled out of the box. But over here, I've separated out all the pieces so we can go over it piece by piece. It comes with 2 sides, a right side and a left side. These pieces here are what you use to make your Spicy Shelf shorter or longer, depending on the size of your cabinet. You have long legs and short legs, and runners to keep those legs sturdy. In the instructions, the sides are labeled E and F. The middle 7-inch section is labeled A. The 2 2-inch sections are labeled B. The 4 1-inch sections are labeled C, and the 2 1/2-inch sections are labeled D. The long legs are labeled G, the short legs are labeled I, and the runners are labeled H. It's super easy. You just snap them together. Didn't I say it would be a snap? Then you just slide the sides on, and this is how it comes pre-assembled when you open the box. Sizing your Spicy Shelf to fit your cabinet is a piece of cake. First, slide the sides in and set it in the cabinet like this, upside down and backwards. This allows you to easily add pieces equally to either end. Simply snap the pieces in that you need until it's slightly smaller than the cabinet. Then add the legs and runners if needed, remembering they'll only go in one way, finished side facing inward, so don't force them. Then just flip it over, slide your sides out, and then you're done. Here's how to easily remove pieces from your Spicy Shelf. This is to adjust for a smaller shelf, and it's just so easy. Slide the sides past the dovetail, set it on the edge of the counter, and just push down. Same thing on the other side, slide the sides past the dovetail, set it on the edge of the counter, and just push down. And these simply snap off, just that simple. This is what a completed Spicy Shelf will look like. Depending on your configuration, you will have extra pieces left over, so don't worry about that. But right now, I'm going to teach you how to build the bottom tier of this specific setup. It's super easy. You just slide your side pieces in, flip it over, take the pieces you need, snap those in, make sure they snap in good and tight. Do it on the other side, slide your sides out. Next, you want to assemble the legs. You do it so the finished side is in, so that is the side that is visible, and it will only go in one way, so don't worry about it. Just flip it around until it snaps in. Do the same thing on the other side. Snap it in. Grab your runners. Again, the finished side goes in. Snap it on each side. And voila! Super easy. Next, we're going to build the second tier. These are the parts you're going to need, but we're going to do that in the cabinet because it's a lot easier to build inside the cabinet than outside of the cabinet. Let me show you. All right, you want to put your bottom shelf in your cabinet, slide the sides in, slip it in, slide it all the way out. Get your 4 legs. I'm going to put the back leg in first. Notice it's facing a different way than the others. There's only one way for it to fit in, so that's okay. Don't force it. It's going to look just like this when you're done. And the side one, again, it can only go in one way. Super easy, super simple. Take your second shelf, slide it in, tip it, slide it all the way out so it touches both sides. Line up your holes. There you go. Easy. Using shelf pins with your Spicy Shelf is super easy. Once you've sized your Spicy Shelf for your cabinet, just set it in as you would any normal shelf, and there you go. Just that easy. Setting up your spicy shelves side by side in a cabinet that's too wide for just one is easy. Find the lengths by equally adding pieces to both spicy shelves. And even if they're a little bit smaller than the cabinet like they are here, that's totally okay. Then add the legs outside the cabinet. We've already done that here. Make sure to add the runners for stability. And remember not to force the legs. They'll only go in one way. Make sure you push them together so they're nice and snug, and there you go. To size two spicy shelves side by side in a smaller cabinet like this one, you may need to remove some pieces. The spicy shelf comes ready-made like this, but there are two pieces you can remove to help it fit in a smaller cabinet. Once you've removed the unneeded pieces, you may need to now add back some smaller pieces to make it the correct size. Remember, you want it just slightly smaller than your cabinet. When working with two shelves side by side like this, you may need to add different length pieces to either shelf. In this case, we're adding a 1-inch C piece to one side and a 1/2 inch D piece to the other. When there's only a small gap between the spicy shelves, you're right on. Then, add the legs and runners if needed, turn it over, push the sides out until they're snug, and there you go. Just that easy. Sizing a spicy shelf for a smaller cabinet may require you to remove some pieces, like in this case. The spicy shelf comes ready-made with two pieces you can remove to help it fit in a smaller cabinet. Once you've removed the unneeded pieces, you may need to now add back some smaller pieces to make it the correct size. In this case, we're going to add a 1-inch C piece to make it just slightly smaller than the cabinet. Then add the legs and runners if needed, then flip it over, slide the sides out, and there you go. Just that easy.